Good day, philosophers. So today, I want to present my final privatissimum of my research paper. So the main argument of my research and my thesis is the healing of terminal ill patient attributed to the intercession of Saint Lorenzo Ruiz can be reasonably defended as a real act of God, not just coincidence, not just psychology, and not something irrational. So why did I choose this topic? Because today many people think that if science cannot explain something, then it must not be real. But I think that is too quick of a conclusion. The absence of explanation is not automatically proof of impossibility. So Saint Lorenzo Ruiz, as we know, he is the first Filipino saint. He was martyred in Japan because he refused to deny his faith. During his canonization process, a medically documented healing of a terminal ill patient was examined. So doctors considered the condition severe, even hopeless. But after prayers were offered asking for his intercession, the patient recovered in a way that medical science could not fully explain. So now, I am not saying we should believe everything immediately, but that would not be philosophical. So I ask, can this be defended using both theology and philosophy? So first, I connect this with the Dr. Saint Augustine. So Saint Augustine says that miracles are not against nature, they are against what we know of nature. I find this very powerful because it means that miracle does not break reality. It simply reveals that our understanding of reality is limited. So God, if He is truly God, is not limited by human scientific knowledge. So when something extraordinary happens, it does not automatically contradict reason. So it may simply exceed our current explanation. Then I connect this with the philosopher Richard Swinburne. He argues that belief in miracles can be rational if there is a credible testimony and if that event occurs in meaningful religious context. In that case, the healing was investigated. It happened after specific prayers were offered. The context matters. So it is not irrational to consider divine action as the base explanation, especially when natural explanation is sufficient. So now there are objections. Some say science will explain it someday, maybe, but philosophy does not judge based on future possibilities. We judge based on ability of evidence. Others say it was psychological, maybe placebo effect, but placebo does not normally cure terminal illness. It may affect feelings but not complete physical recovery of a severe condition. And some argue that miracles violate nature's laws, but if God created nature, He is not imprisoned by it. The Creator can act within creation without destroying it. So in my conclusion, my argument is not that miracles replace science. Rather, they remind us that science is not the whole of reality. Now, as a seminarian, this topic is not just theoretical for me, but it challenged me. If miracles are real, then God is not distant. He is involved, He acts, He listens, and that means that faith is not blind emotion. It is a reasonable trust in a living God. Healing attributed to Saint Lorenzo Ruiz is not just about curing a body. It is a sign that holiness is not abstract. It has real consequence in history. For me, this research helped me see that faith and reason are not enemies. They are partners. Reason protects faith from superstition. Faith protects reason from arrogance. And maybe that is the deeper miracle that God continues to work quietly even in a world that doubts Him. And so my conclusion, in the end, the question is not simply whether a miracle happened. The deeper question is this: are we willing to admit that reality might be greater than what we can measure? If God truly exists, then it is reasonable that He can act within history. The healing attributed to Saint Lorenzo Ruiz is not just like rejection of reason, but it is an invitation to expand it. For me, this shows that faith does not silence the intellect, but it elevates it, and perhaps the greatest mistake is not believing too much, but believing that reality is only what we can explain. So that's all. Thank you.